Hi everyone. Today you are going to work on Japanese poetry since we are reading a book set in Japan. So your assignment is going to be to write an original poem about a character or an event from Pacific Crossing using a form of Japanese poetry to express yourself. The three forms are going to be haiku, tanka, and renga. Now most likely you've heard of haiku before. Haiku goes 5, 7, 5 and you count the syllables. Syllables are the sounds in words, right? So you have 3 lines, 17 syllables, 5 in the first line, 7 in the second line, 5 in the third line. Haiku are often about nature, but the subject is completely up to the poet. So look at this example. Moon and stars wonder. See how each sound is a syllable? Moon is 1. And is 1, stars is 1, and wonder has 2 sounds, so that makes 5 syllables. Where have all the people gone? I counted it out to 7. Alone in hiding. Alone in hiding. That's 5, right? So this is how it works. So here's another example if I'm doing one from the book, right? Silly and funny, a wise guy who likes to joke. He's Mr. Ono. If you count it out, notice not complete sentences, not punctuation. Sometimes they're phrases, and sometimes you take out words to make it fit. So it's not perfect grammar. It's counting your syllables and getting your message across. So that's one of your choices, is to write a haiku. And haiku is the most well-known of the Japanese poetry. The next one is Tanka. Tanka is very similar, but you add on. So now you got 5 lines. You start 5, 7, 5. So you write a haiku and you add 2 more lines that are 7 syllables each. It's been a well-known form of poetry for over 1,300 years. It begins like the haiku, like I said, but you add 2 more lines with 7 syllables each. So you have 31 syllable poems are written in Japan after special events, allowing the poet to express his or her feelings. So if you have more to say than you can get out in a haiku, you use a tanka. You add to it. Right? Which character am I talking about here, right? Crosses Pacific, wants to learn about Japan, stays with the Onos, is here to practice Kempo, learning about a new culture. I wanted more than 17, so right? I wanted more than the 5, 7, 5 to talk about them, so I have the 5, 7, 5, 7, 7. That's a tanka. All right? So bees gather pollen, which they bring back to their hives as I take breakfast. Sweet honey spread over toast, scant reward for their labor. Then you've got Renga. Now Renga is tanka for a partner. You write it with a partner. It's a tanka that's created by 2 poets. So this one you need a friend for, right? You do this with someone. One poet writes the first 3 lines, and the next poet adds the next 2 lines. They can continue in this pattern and be as long as you wish. So you can just keep going off of each other until you're done. So it's the 5, 7, 5, 7, 7 pattern over and over again until the poem is done. Usually you don't talk. Usually, like, the first poet writes the 3 lines, maybe you agree on a topic, then you pass it off or share it with the other person and they add their 2 lines. So you could write 2 poems together, right? You could each write your own 3 lines, then swap and write the other 2. Or you can keep going till you're done. So you're going to choose which of the 3 you want to do. Do you want to do haiku? Do you want to do tanka? Do you want to do renga? Which one do you think you can get across? And if you have enough time, do more than one. Learn a new form of poetry. It's pretty controlled, but you don't have to worry about punctuation. You don't have to worry about perfect sentences. You're just going to count the sounds and get your meaning across. Good luck and ask for help if you need it.